Okay, this is a video, tibial osteotomy, and it's in regards to sleep and positioning yourself for sleep. There's only really two positions for sleep when you have one of these silly things on, and that is on your back or on your side, which is opposite this. And the reason for that is that if you're sleeping on this side here, it's going to put pressure on this fixator, and in the first 4 or 5 months of this, it's going to hurt your leg. It's just going to displace that bone, and you just can't sleep on this side. So the only other option really is to sleep on your back or on your other side in your hip. But as you can see, when you sleep on this side, you get your fixator on your leg, and that hurts, both for this leg and for this leg because your leg is heavy and it's jamming into your knee. So the best way that I've found to sleep is really to put a pillow under your leg. Now there's several different, I'll put it over here so you can see me. There's several different ways you can do this. Now, if you put your pillow here and you put your fixator on your leg, it's putting a lot of pressure on this fixator, which is then putting pressure on your pins, which is then hurting your leg. So if you can put this under and rest it on your thigh here, it's a lot less weight on your leg, and it seems, for me, it seemed to be the most comfortable position that was out there as far as on your back. The other one's going to be on your side, and that has a similar type of arrangement, and I'll kind of show you that too. So when you're on your side, I like to use two pillows on the bottom, and that's putting a pillow in here. Now remember, if you put it here, you're not gonna mash your leg up in here. So put the first pillow here, and then put a second pillow by your feet. So your foot is rested and your leg is rested, and you're taking the pressure off of this fixator. I always found putting pressure on the fixator is uncomfortable in all senses. It just doesn't work for me. So when you're on your side like this, if you could even put like a little sheet or a little blanket between your legs so you don't bash this, and then put this on. This is probably going to be your most comfortable position. I think that's out there. I've tried cutting out foam to actually fit this fixator on the side so I could actually do it, and my leg just boiled up and got hot and irritable, and then you're touching your pin sites, and it didn't work for me. So this is probably the most comfortable position that you can get. How long can I stay in this position? I guess it all depends on how I feel. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes, a couple hours. But it's not that comfortable. Unfortunately, the most favorable position is really going to be on your back, and which is not fun, but just be on your back, and you can even put a pillow weight underneath there if you want, but that's going to be probably your best position to sleep. Sorry about that. I have found no solution to sleeping on this side. It just doesn't work because once you've done this, then your hip is all screwed up. This is another good position if you really want to just take a rest for 4 or 5 minutes. Just put your leg over. The only other one that I found that's okay that I like is to take a whole bunch of blankets here and kind of put them next to you. I'm gonna put my butt in the camera, but then just swing your whole leg over and put it in like this. That's not going to last very long, but it does work, but it still puts quite a bit of pressure on this fixator. But if you can get a nice soft blanket, it seems to work okay as well. But that's probably the best bet. Wear socks. The sheets always catch on these pins here. They don't rip them anymore because I have this thing on it, but you're always not going to have sheets on your end of your foot. Your foot's always going to get cold, so if you wear a sock or something, probably one of your best bets. That's it for sleeping. There's no magic for sleeping. It just sucks. So just going to suck for 6 months. So that's it. Next video I'm going to do is a little bit about pain management. Hopefully you're interested in that, but I'll just give you my experience of having done this one and then having done this one.